all of us around this table, we should have this discussion that, look, we know that things do happen, and when they happen, we should just sweep them under the carpet.
No, Roland, please. You see, this is what you do, and you'll be asked why you be mischievous, and you.
This is my choice of words. You don't. I'm asking a question.
What do you mean by sweep?
Okay, so I won't use.
Carpet,
okay,
Roland.
So she's saying that all of us
sweep
around this
under the
table.
carpet. I said we build on the lessons.
So we build.
And make it better.
We build on the lessons. What do you make of this?
Something you swept under
the president. The president saw a lesson based on the inactions of the Professor Mills administration. That was also. Based on the letter written by a secretary to Professor Mills. He saw all those experiences, and then he supervised the same that also perpetrated in his administration by his office and his assigns. So which lesson did we learn then? We're now going to learn new lessons. Yeah. So that I'm asking you, and she says that we should just make sure that we forge ahead.
You see, Roland, when such things happen and I see the MPP going back in time to use certain examples which are unacceptable, as a bedrock.
And I didn't go back in time until the two of you went back in time.
Me, I never went back. What did I say? What did I say about going back in time? I didn't go back in time.
You always talk about 2020.
Yes. I didn't go back in time. So the point is that if you go back in time, then you negate the confidence Ghanaians had in you when they voted for you in 2016. Because people were not happy with certain things over time. That is why they decided that let's give them the opportunity. So if you come and do this.
With a goodwill too.
Yeah, with a goodwill. This morning when I came, there was a discussion behind the scenes about, and we all talk about it, that in 2016, I believe there were some people even in the NDC who voted for Nana Addo because they thought that there was some hope coming on board. Do you get me? So with that kind of goodwill, with that kind of people thinking that you are not coming to do same, and you come and you do same and you always refer, always equalize. No, we were not very happy when Mr. Duajima was asked to proceed on leave. Do you get me? A very good Auditor General, such good material. He was he's one of the best. But politically, he was asked to proceed on leave. Does it mean that it is right? Does it mean that we should do same? What I want to also ask, are the circumstances the same? Why was he asked to go? Was he nearing retirement? We should ask all those questions. In Domlovo's case, what actually happened? And I am happy about what Domlovo said. He said that he's happy.
No, Nania, to be fair, what is wrong is wrong.
That's what I'm saying. It is wrong. Do you get me? It is. I said before that it is wrong.
I said the circumstances are not the same.
No, what I'm saying that we have to find out whether the...
You're saying that is equalization? Should we be doing that?
Do you get
because that's a big question.
Yes, is it equalization? Should we be doing that? I was a public servant for a very long time. There are times that you have to maybe retire, and you are asked to take your leave so that you can retire. We do it. Some people will decide that I will stay on. Some people will decide that I will not stay on, and all that. So the point is that what they did to Mr. Duajima was wrong. It's not as if he wasn't a good one. He was a good one. Domlevo is a good one, was a good one. So are we equalizing? If we go referring to all the old things that happened, then everybody, I will also refer to what happened to me at PRC. Everybody will keep referring.
What happened to you?
You know everything. I don't want to equalize. Do you get me? I would also go into it. Charlotte Osei will also go into what happened to her. Everybody will go into it. But as if she says we are building a nation, we are building. We sit and we give our all.
Are we not? Am I the one saying? Are we not?
You see, we sit and we give our all. And at the end of the day, you are taken out of your job. I have experienced it. At a point, for no reason.
I think we were all with you.
Yes, you were with me.
So you were one strong public servant who had good relationship with us.
Yes. And I went through something. If I relate it, you'll be surprised. But let it be.
Please forge ahead.
Yes, that's
just like Laura too. All of us are in tandem.
That is what we are all together. So the point, if you say going forward, Rawlings and Nana Addo at a point were the worst of enemies. But before Rawlings died, they were friends.
Again,
Rawlings and Nanado at a point. If you remember, Nanado was the one who removed Rawlings's privilege.
Diplomatic privilege.
That is the point. That Rawlings
post office.
That is the point.
He complained bitterly publicly.
That is the point. That he wasn't using the VIP anymore.
When he traveled, he didn't have our High Commission or embassy officials.
But at the end of the day, look at the kind of befitting burial he gave Rawlings. They were friends. So why don't you...
To the chagrin of the NDC, actually.
To the chagrin of the NDC, why don't you use the same formula going forward?
Is that not why it's quite a parody or paradoxical that you have a strong politician like the president who actually, when you listen to some of the politicians who were involved in the Unigov period,
yes,
that
the
transition
Unigov, yes.
prior to 1979,
yes.
He was a young lawyer and politician,
yes.
and he's gone through Kumi Preku and all that. They're saying that some of the things that he's supervising over are just untenable.
That is what I'm coming to. Kumi Preku, PMFJ. I know Nanado as a person because it was in my father's house that they met and they agitated against you.
Really?
Yes. I was a little...
Your father's house?
Yes, in Kumasi. I was a little girl carrying their bags and their documents and always following them around.
So you're surprised with all the things that you have witnessed?
I'm telling you, I am very much surprised. It's not the person that I know, unless maybe age is not a good denominator of kinship.
What do you say?
Age. It's possible age is not a denominator, a good denominator of kinship or rulership. That's the only explanation I can give. Because you see, the person that I know is not as what we are seeing. What has happened? What are his handlers doing to him? And I will never stop saying that the handlers should let him be.
Just say it's not the president.
The
actions are by the handlers.
I don't, because you see,
when did you get that?
When you are a president,
or you are surmising,
when you are a president, you have people who surround you, you have people who work with you, you have people who advise you, you have people who even tell you. It's all the presidents. Roland, in my life, for some reason, everywhere I work with the president. Wherever I worked under the office of the president, and I worked directly with the president.
Due to the office that you work with?
Office, yes. And all the presidents, they speak differently from the way they act.
Tell me.
When you meet them one-on-one, their vision, what they want to do, the way they want to do it. But the next moment, somebody decides to tell them something, and what they said whilst you're all in a meeting changes. I can say it today because I'm no longer in public service. I started working very, very young. I worked at my office, my first place, we worked under Rawlings. You see Rawlings talking, patriotic, he wants the country to be there. But at the end of the day, something else happens. Do you get me? So, all of them, Kufuor, all of them, Mahama, President Mahama.
You went under all of them?
Yes, I did.
How would you describe today?
Describe what?
Your experiences before you left public office.
It's my experience. Are we talking about it today?
Are we here to discuss Nanaya's experience?
So the point is that what I'm trying to say is that what my experience will come at another time. But I'm saying that we will not have the time because going through everything, what I am seeing...
Because we're talking about the discussion about sometimes people have intent, etc.
You can have one. You have
why? What is your problem? We can start right now if he wants my experience.
No. It's because you're talking about...
That is what I'm saying.
The intent of people who become president and then subsequently what happens at the end of it.
I always akin a president and a nation to a husband and a wife. I akin the president and the nation to the husband and the wife. I do not think any man will carry so much money to do wedding engagement and start mistreating the wife afterwards. The same way a person would not decide to go through all the drudgery of touring this country, talking to people, spending money to come and make this country
So what should we do now?
What should we do? What you and I?
The precedent that has been. So what do we do now?
We should move forward and make sure. You see, the years that are left for the MPP, I think they should redeem themselves. At least they have about 1.5 years from today. They have 1.5 years. They should redeem themselves. I think they should move away from equalization. You see, this one, I thought that with this thing coming up, they would have even said that, okay, the Supreme Court is saying that A, B, C, D, the president acts in an unconstitutional manner. We are sorry. Then we move on.
Okay.
They should start learning how to say we are and stop the equalization. It doesn't look beautiful. It doesn't look pleasant.
All right.